cliche villain. I hate invincible villains. I really do. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one other, there's one other bit of motivation that I wanted to touch upon that is, I think, a source of villainy. This is kind of political, so I'm not going to go into it too deeply, but I feel like it has to be said. A good motivation to do villainous things is religion. I don't care if you've made it up or not. Please, feel free. This is a science fiction, fantasy, anime convention. We're all making shit up. But religion is a great motivator to do awful things. Now, it's easy when it's like, I follow the god of slaughter and evil, He-Man. It's very easy when it's like that. And yeah, you want like high priests in dark robes going, we must slaughter all life because we love death. That's easy. Conan the Barbarian chews their faces off. It's very good stuff. But the shades get a lot grayer when it's like, I will kill you in the name of the god of peace. What? I don't, wait, that's not in the rule, that's not your alignment. Wait, that's... You guys got it. No, I mean, I'm not going to touch too much into this because I don't want to get too political, but there's a physicist named Steven Weinberg. He said, left alone to their own devices, good people will do good things, bad people will do bad things. But if you want a good person to do bad things, you need religion. Again, tell me if I'm wrong. And again, a good example of this is, I don't know, the news. Or a history book. It's there. Just look. I mean, it's a terrible tragedy that that is a good motivator for doing villainous, well, the bad, you know what I mean. A good person will not do horrible things unless they are absolutely certain that they have the will of a super divine being behind them. Like, no, this is supposed to happen. In the name of peace, I have to chew your face off. Moving on from there. Anyway, okay, now getting back to something a little more lighthearted than those two downers. Anyway, someone's going to come up to me after this and get very upset about that. Anyway, okay, I hate invincible villains. I really do. I hate the villains that have, like, shoulders out to here, and you throw, like... Okay, is anybody really surprised anymore when, like, the army is gathered at the border with, like, a supercharged cannon that's about the size of this room? It, like, takes 20 people to operate it, and there's one villain marching towards them, hair and cape blowing in the breeze, looking down like this, their eyes forward, just that stride. And they've been charging up the cannon for like 10 minutes, and they just fire it! And there's a giant explosion! Like, mountains are shattering, there's like everything, boom! And everyone's going, yay, we got him! Surely it worked! It's the middle of the movie, but we got him, yay! We'll never expect this! When he walks out of the blast, hair and cape unburned. And everyone's so surprised. Oh, it's so boring. I love when my villains are as vulnerable as we are, but equally victorious. Show that guy stumbling out of that blast, all naked and singed, with no hair and cape, and like, you maniac! I'm one dude! The size of that gun! This armor isn't protective, it's shiny! So give a villain make your villain vulnerable but victorious. If you punch your villain in the arm, make him go, ow, motherfucker, ow. Dude, that's dead arm, man. I had like a manifesto to write. Ow. And if you want to combine that with with an intellectual victory, oh, the best intellectual villain victory I've ever seen. Kaiser Soze from The Usual Suspects. Oh, you guys haven't seen The Usual Suspects, have you? Oh my God, it's so good! All right, real fast. I'm not going to tell you everything because I've ruined a great crime movie. Anyway, Kaiser Soze is supposedly a super badass crime boss. Like, he's built up throughout the movie to be talked about like, oh, Kaiser Soze. Oh my God, he's the most evil, badass crime boss ever. He killed his whole family to make a point to other crime syndicates that he doesn't give a fuck. Men pull their own heads off rather than talk to Kaiser Soze. Buildings set themselves on fire rather than have Kaiser Soze walk through their halls. The devil went, get the fuck out of here, rather than have Kaiser Soze in hell. Now, Kaiser Soze is at some point caught in the movie. But gets out. How does he get out of the police station? Well, in popcorn crime movies, he would break the police chief's neck and grab his gun and take out 3 cops, then grab the automatic machine gun from under the desk and take out some more guys, and then the building's on fire and cops are going, we don't know how to deal with guns! And the building blows up and Kaiser Soze walks out, hair and cape on. But no, Kaiser Soze has a seat and he talks to the head detective, the police chief. And he talks to him. I'm not going to say how long, but he talks to them. And they let him leave. Out the front door. With all of his stuff. And they think they've beaten him. Yeah, we got Kaiser Soze, didn't we? Yeah, motherfucker. So I'll get some donuts later, maybe some coffee, maybe we'll... Just like that. Oh, it's such a good movie. Such a great villain. And as a total cosmetic aside, what a great name. Kaiser Soze. Anyway, we only got a little, got a little bit of time left. We're going a little bit over. But, I want to finish up with one little side note. We talked about villains, we talked about heroes, we talked about villains, but I want to finish off with a little note about heroines. Now, everything I've said about heroes and villains applies to both sexes of characters. There's no special way to, I'm not going to say as a dude up here there's a special way to write women. I'd get killed right on the spot. I can see some of you giving me the eye already, like, what the fuck is he going to say? Come on, Mr. Expert, try me. That being said, one good step I believe to take to writing a unique heroine is to please, for the love of God, just put some clothes on them! It's ridiculous! It's not batty! That's like free spirit has to mean half naked! I know some very smart, very free-spirited women who wear fucking turtlenecks. But no, you have to be free to cast your spells! Magic missiles! And don't get me started on fucking bikini armor. Ah! Apparently, women, all you need to do is cover up this and that triangle right above your butt cheeks. That's a death spot, apparently. Don't forget the wristbands. You can block everything with your wristbands. Oh, God, I know, right? I saw an old Dragon magazine cartoon, like some Amazon warrior sitting at a bar talking to her friend. She was in bikini armor. And she had arrows here, and here, and here. She's like, well, thank God I was wearing my armor. And it's doable! And it's been done! And it's cool! For God's sake, has anybody here seen Read or Die? Agent... Exactly! You never even see her fucking ankles! And she kicks so much ass! I have such a nerd crush on Agent Paper. Like, come here, you nerd. I'm in love. And I've never seen it, but Witch Hunter Robin, does she kick ass? Yeah. Does she take off her fucking coat at all? No. Nope. See? Or my favorite example, or it used to be my favorite example until... When in the 80s, fucking Samus Aran from Metroid, man! That was like the crying game of the Nintendo era. Yep. Wow, look at this guy with his cool armor. He kicks so much ass. Look at those missiles and shit. This is awesome. That's a chick. Okay. We didn't give a fuck. We just wanted a missile. And back then, at least, she wasn't in like booby armor with like hips and shit. It was a fucking tank. They didn't care there's a hot chick in there. They said, run! She's going to kill us! There's a hot chick in there. Oh, okay, run! So you can do it, fucking doable. And it's sexy as hell. It's even sexier when you can't see shit. As far as I'm concerned, it's a fucking tank. Ooh! I can't see her ankles. And another thing I see often is it's a very male fantasy, and I was very guilty of it too, and I still am. How the dorkiest, nerdiest dude in the whole story gets the most beautiful girl in the kingdom because she sees him for the beauty within. Just like every 80s movie ever. The whole school comes around to the nerdy and the jocks eventually go... and I still am sometimes. But like, it is a very male fantasy. And I like the story of Beauty and the Beast, but would it work if the genders were reversed? No. I'd like to think it would, but yeah, no, not really. Would the handsomest dude and the most hottest guy with all the money in the world in the story go for like the furriest? Okay, maybe furriest. Like the snarliest, hunchbackiest, most monstrous ogre woman in the whole kingdom. Beautiful on the inside. I'd love to see that. I really would. So someone please write that. And a final little thing I was guilty of, and I still see this a lot. The final confrontation with the bad guy. And the hero is getting the crap kicked out of him, and he goes, oh, it really hurts. I only have one trickle of blood from my corner of my mouth, but I'm really hurt on the inside. And from behind a pillar is the girl, gasping his name. No! Takashi, no! And she gives him the big, shimmering anime eyes of like, I love you. And that's all he needs to see to get his second wind. And he starts to charge up his power fist, and it's like the bad guy's going, Nani! And it's like, it's Japanese, I know. And it's like, what's going on? He's like, I'll show you. Kick him in the nuts. My hero. Not even the hug, the lean. Get her out from behind the fucking pillar. Like, Jesus Christ, that's my boyfriend, you asshole! Come on, honey, we're going home. Whatever you say, damn it. Finally. Okay. In closing, you guys have been great listening to me for the past hour. You've been listening to my advice, my jokes, my tips, my hints, whatever. But remember this. If nothing else, no matter who tells you what to write or how to write or what's the right way or the wrong way, if it's me or a teacher or some course or whatever, your stories, your characters, your worlds, your ideas, they are still that. They are still yours. No matter what anybody says, you write what you love. Thank you guys so very much. I'll check out. If anybody wants to come see me, I'm in the artist alley all day. I'm right out the front door. Thank you guys very much.